Welcome to Latricia Creates. I am Latricia. In today's video, I'm going to create a leather patch using my Glowforge. Let's take a look at the materials we're going to use for this project. For this project, I'm going to use a piece of leather that I got from Glowforge. If you have leather that is not from Glowforge and is not already masked, you're going to need something to mask it with. Also, I'm going to use these pins to hold down the leather. I have leather dye, leather sheen, this container to pour the leather in because I am going to dip dye my leather. I have this glove to pull it out with. You could also use some tweezers or something else. You don't have to have gloves. I have this parchment paper to put the leather on after I'm done dyeing it to let it dry off. We need a design and a laser that cuts and engraves. You ready? Let's make it. I'm at the Glowforge and I'm ready to add my material into the bed. I don't feel like that's flat enough, so I'm going to grab some magnets. Now we're going to head over to the Glowforge interface on the computer. I'm in the Glowforge user interface. Now I'm ready to get my design going. So I'm going to go to the top left, click on Create a New Design, click on Upload a File. I have my file here, which is called Veterans Patch. I'm going to open that. I got this file from Creative Fabrica, and then I added a full stitch line around the design. I didn't do that on camera. Now what I want to do is resize the design. I want it to be 3 inches wide by 2 inches in height. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to change the size to 3 inches by 2, so that's good. Now what I want to do is I want to add an offset. So I'm going to go over here to the top right, click on Create an Outline, click on Create New Outline. I want my outline to be 0.125. That's good. As you can see, it added these little specks in there, so I want to get rid of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate these two. I'm going to right click on this design and ungroup. Now that it's ungrouped, I can get rid of those 4 little pieces. Put these 2 back together. They snap back together into position. I'm just going to double check it. I'm going to go over here, click on Align Selected. Wait, I need to make sure both of them are selected. Click on Align Selected, Middles, and Centers. So it did snap together, but I just wanted to have a little reassurance. Now what I want to do is, actually I'm going to go ahead and group these 2. Now I want to move it to save some space on my leather because leather is expensive. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go here to the top left, go to medium natural leather. Change the position to have it engraved first and then cut. Now we're good to go. I'm going to click over here on the top right. I'm going to click the ready button. It's going to calculate how much time it's going to take to engrave and cut this. As you can see, it's going to take 5 minutes and 52 seconds. So I'm going to head over to the Glowforge, press the button, and get it going. I'm back at the craft table, ready to clean up the patch. It turned out pretty cool. Now I need to get the masking off of it. I tried to start it a little, but that didn't work out. So I have to grab a piece of tape to see if I can get it off with the tape, because this masking is stuck on here really, really well. Give me a minute, I'll figure it out and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I got it started with the tape and here we go. That looks like all of it is off. Now I'm ready to dye the patch. It's so cute. Oh no, there's a little piece still on there in the R. Let me do a last minute once over right quick. I think it's all cleaned up. Now I'm going to put the leather dye into this little bowl, put on my glove, dip it, and take it out and let it dry. Alrighty, now I'm going to let it dry and I'll get back to it once it's dry. The patch is all dry. Now I'm ready to add the leather sheen onto it. I have this rag that I didn't have in the beginning to apply it. Before I do, I just want to show you that I have these faux stitch lines on here. The reason I did that is because I don't plan on sewing my patch. I plan on ironing my patch on. But if you plan to sew your patch, you can either put holes in your software or you can punch holes afterwards. If you check out this video above, I give you some tips on how to sew leather. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe this on, hopefully with a nice even coat, and it turns out well. And this is going to give it a nice finish so the dye will stay on. Now I'm going to let this dry, then it'll be all finished. Here is a closer look at our final project. I like the way it came out. I love the color. Now all I have to do is put it on my jacket. I'm going to attach something to the back of it. I'm going to attach Heat and Bond Ultra to the back and put it on my jacket. I hope you are able to make a patch as well. And as always, I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you to all of those of you who have already subscribed, and thank you all for watching. Until next time, keep creating.